Yeah. Welcome to Christian Nutrition Films, a show where I review Christian films with an in-depth look, and by we, I mean just me. Today, guys, I was going to review Risen. You know Risen. Risen's that great film that came out last year about the Roman soldiers looking to find out where it happened to Jesus' body and all their good jazz, and it was a really well-received film, and I like it, and I give it a certified own it. So the real question is, why am I not reviewing Risen like I originally planned? Well, the film's really good, to the point that I couldn't find much to make fun of. So I had to find something else, and I went on the prowl, and I got on Amazon Prime, and I looked up some Christian-based movies I could watch, and ran across one called Cartoons for Christ. Yes, Cartoons for Christ is 60 minutes in length, so technically it's a feature. And it's directed by someone named Mr. Gorilla. I'm not even kidding when I say Mr. Gorilla. I mean, Amazon has the director listed as Mr. Gorilla. That's right, Mr. Gorilla, who also has a lot more films on Amazon too. I don't care to watch them. I don't know what else to tell you guys. Let's just say that this film has scarred me in a way I didn't expect to be scarred, and I haven't shaven in a while. Because what's the point? What's the point? If Cartoons for Christ is the future, then what's the point?
It's time to go to sleep, Theodore.
Hello, darling.
What is this?
Grandpa Chester, what are you doing here?
I was bringing you this.
A book? Why?
Oh, not just any book. It's a book about the beginning of the universe.
Just no. All of this is a big fat no. That quote-unquote grandpa is definitely being voiced by someone younger than 20 years old, not even close to being an actual grandpa, and the music. It's cheesy, and it's way too loud. It drowns out the talking.
Wow, is there a movie version? That book looks pretty thick.
A movie version? Yeah, there are many movies based on this book.
We are less than a minute in, and my head wants to explode. Who mixed the audio? Who thought it was a good idea to have the music this loud, the girl kind of loud, and then the grandpa like barely audible? I can't even fix the audio for you guys so you can fully understand what's going on. I mean, you just gotta, I guess, turn up the volume yourself. I don't know what to tell you.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was empty and formless. Darkness covered everything.
I apologize to everyone now. I probably should have done that at the beginning of the video, but I apologize to everyone right now. This is my official apology from Christian Nutrition. I am sorry. If you feel like leaving the video, I understand. However, it does get more entertaining in a way that Birdemic and The Room gets more entertaining by being terrible.
Let the water be gathered to one place and let dry ground appear.
Okay, we're gonna move on because I think you get the picture on what this cartoon is really about. The animation is terrible, the music loops endlessly, and the voices are all poorly done, which distracts you from how bad the script is. That's probably a benefit to the scriptwriter. Luckily, or maybe not luckily, this 60-minute feature contains multiple cartoons. So if one's really bad, we can just skip to the next one and move on past whatever, monstrosity we just watched. Oh, this looks promising. Just look at that poppin'. What is that thing? It's disgusting. Also, why is there no audio? Are my speakers not on? Do I need to crank them up? I don't understand. Is this some sort of elaborate prank? The animation is absolutely terrible, and there still isn't any sound. We're just watching this, I'm guessing, a monkey thing, eating what looks like banana peels. So, you know as much as I do.
Bananas are delicious.
Really, those are supposed to be bananas, because they definitely look like banana peels. They don't look like they're bananas at all.
Fine, I'll clean it up.
What the? Those apes are so rude. I'll get you for this, Jay.
I seriously can't even right now. That shark is the least intimidating shark I've ever seen.
Aren't you concerned he will get you back?
No, he's a shark. What do sharks have that I should be worried about? Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, is right. That shark could rip you to shreds. Well, maybe not that shark. It seems pretty tame.
This will keep Stuart away. If he sees another shark, he'll swim away to avoid a confrontation.
That is the worst idea ever. If you want to beat Stuart, the shark, just stay on dry land. He can't go on dry land. But who am I really kidding here? I am showing more concern than anyone who had a hand in this atrocity.
Oh no, he's struck back. Talk about the horror.
The what?
Talk about the horror.
That's what I thought you said. The horror. I mean, I guess we could talk about the horror. I'm not sure what she has to do with anything, but I'm willing to go wherever this conversation's going.
Time for breakfast.
You promised me that we were going to build sandcastles today.
I'll race you there.
What is going on anymore? You can have breakfast and then build sandcastles. Plus, we kind of dropped the whole horror subject pretty fast. I mean, that's probably for the best, though.
No! Not my castle.
Is it too much for me to ask for sound effects? Now, so far you might be asking yourself, why am I reviewing this? This is basically some terrible YouTube video. It's not. It's on Amazon Prime. Like, they put it out into the world on purpose for people to watch with the director name of Mr. Gorilla. You know, on Amazon Prime, you make 15 cents per hour video, and this is an hour long. So every time somebody watches this all the way through, which I don't know who he is, they're making 15 cents. That's pretty good. YouTube usually doesn't give you that much. In fact, I can't recall the last time YouTube gave me 15 cents for anyone watching an hour of my schlock. I'm honestly surprised I didn't have to get this on a bootleg DVD or something. I'm surprised they got it in HD.
What kind of bait are you using to catch a shark? Jay,
My whole life has become Hello Darkness, my old friend.
when I asked about the bait, I wasn't volunteering my services.
Be quiet. I think he's coming.
So you're going to use your friend as bait to catch the shark. Why? So the shenanigans just keep on rolling as the monkey tries to flush their crap literally into where Stuart swims. It attempts to kill the shark with a pirate ship and poisons the water with green food coloring.
No! Not my babies!
Come get breakfast, Jay, if you dare.
The raw emotion of this moment is too much. I can hardly stand it.
What's going on? Is the fight over?
Yes, it is.
Thank goodness. Maybe the next cartoon will be smarter and better animated and actually have sound effects, because I feel dumber for just watching this entire exchange.
Anyone else as terrified as I am?
Yes.
Wait, is this another episode or the same exact one we were just watching?
I think our guest should check.
Let's all go check.
Fine, you lead the way. I'll protect the rear. If
If it's okay with all of you, I think I'm just going to skip to the next episode because I don't think I can stand any more of Jay and Bonehead. No, what? No, why? Why are we watching another Jay and Bonehead sketch thing? This isn't Cartoons for Christ Jay and Bonehead edition. It's just Cartoons for Christ. We better have multiple different cartoons in this or I'm going to be very upset. In fact, I'm already upset, but we really need to move on. We're just going to skip to the next one again. No!
Hey, you. Yes, you. Come over here.
This is the trippiest episode of VeggieTales I have ever seen.
How much money do you have? 25 cents? Wow, that's exactly how much I cost.
Are these two characters voiced by the same exact person?
Give me the quarter and hide me under your hat. Shouldn't I pay the cashier? Don't be silly. Now let's go get that bubblegum.
Yes, they are. Cleo, what the heck is going on? What is this story about? In fact, what does Cleo have to do with this story? I want to say next, but I'm afraid it'll just be another Jay and Bonehead story. Okay, one more time, let's take the risk and say next. Oh yes, this is clearly much better. Why are there still no sound effects? It's not that hard. You take a microphone, you can make your own sound effects for free. In fact, you can go on YouTube and steal other people's sound effects for free and just use those. That would have been better than not having any. And there's so much music on the public domain and royalty free. There's channels on YouTube that make music for free and like, go ahead and use it. And they're like, and like, you could use that, but instead you chose not to use anything. And here we are, suffering for your poor decision making. All I'm asking is give me something to listen to when no one is talking. Is that too much?
Who can that be on Christmas Eve?
Did we hear knocking? Finally, there's some improvement. You have learned. You have learned. Also, is this voice the same voice as the grandpa from the beginning of this whole shenanigan thing?
Who are you?
My name is Mandy, and I'm here to sing you a Christmas carol.
Well, what song are you gonna sing?
Oh, I know. How about A Holy Night?
I don't know how much more of this I can truly take. So basically, the guy's a jerk because he forgot what Christmas is all about. Ooh, never heard that one before. He somehow goes back to when Jesus was born and remembers the true meaning of Christmas. In fact, I actually haven't heard that before. Along with getting his eyesight healed by Jesus. What? And denying knowing him 3 times. They just really just use the Bible as they see fit in this episode. I don't want to even watch anymore. The end. That's it. You're welcome that I didn't make you go through the pain and suffering that I had to by watching this all the way through.
Talk about a live nativity. It's pitch black. I can't see anything.
No. Get that off the screen right now. I said I wouldn't be reviewing Risen, so...
I remember it like I remember not to stick my finger in light sockets.
That is the funniest moment in this entire movie. So once again, this is an official Christian Nutrition apology that this isn't going to get any better. So after seemingly endless exposition about Jesus, we see... What? Why? How? Why? I don't understand anymore.
Detective, I need your help. My friend Jesus is missing from the tomb, and I need to prove that he is alive.
When is this taking place? It looks like from his office and the way they're dressed and the way they're talking, that's the 20th century at a minimum. At a minimum, we're in the 1900s. But yet, this woman's implying that's 33 AD. What?
As we arrived at the tomb, I noticed the 2 guards talking anxiously beside the large stone that had been rolled away. The men were visibly shaken.
This literally seems like a Risen knockoff, except for the fact that the investigator's from, like, modern times, which I guess is a twist. But was it intentional? Like, did they intentionally try to do something new, or did it just... we're just like, it's the only way we know how to tell this story. So basically, we find out that Jesus was no ordinary man and conquered the grave. We're even shown a Bible verse that couldn't have possibly been written on the day of Jesus' triumph over death, since it comes from the book of Luke.
He said, "This is what I told you, that everything must be fulfilled as it is written in the Scriptures, that Christ will suffer and rise from the dead on the 3rd day."
I can't believe it. This is the biggest travesty of this entire movie. And we've seen a lot of travesties. How do you mess up spelling witnesses? You can copy and paste these verses from the Bible online. How do you even mess that up in a final product? Like, you put this out into the world for people to watch, and you're getting money for it. I can't believe I watched this all the way through and gave you 15 cents. I want my 15 cents back. But who am I kidding? This is not a final product. This is basically a rough cut or like an alpha or like a first draft of a film, of a series of cartoons, I guess. This doesn't at all resemble what a final product should look like. But maybe we're just getting trolled. I mean, the director's name is Mr. Gorilla. Maybe they were warning us ahead of time. They're like, the dude doesn't even want to actually be credited. Sorry, it could be a woman. I don't want to assume their gender. Maybe Mr. Gorilla doesn't want us to know who Mr. Gorilla actually is, and therefore they won't tell us. But hopefully there will be end credits and we can find out.
Sergeant, we got a big problem.
What is it, Corporal Kenny?
It's crazy out there, Sarge.
None of these cartoons are going to be better than the previous ones we've watched. We've hit our peak with the joke of the light and the shock. That was the peak of this whole movie. That was the climax. That's the best part. I don't even know what to say anymore. I think life is starting to lose all of its purpose and meaning.
Now calm down there, Corporal. Pull yourself together.
Who cares if my ears are bleeding? In the end, it doesn't even matter, right? Who cares anymore?
It is a war out there, Corporal. We're teaching those young cadets that to win a war, you have to beat the enemy.
Sarge! They're all on the same team!
I don't even want to bother. This is becoming very painstaking to endure.
Why, I've seen more organized monkeys at the zoo. We need to teach these kids how to recognize who they are fighting.
Is that a JPEG of the sky behind them? Like they didn't animate the sky, they just put a picture of the sky in the background?
What kind of soldier hits his own man?
Like, I'm not even sure if this would have been funny on paper. This truly feels like a bad YouTube video, not something that should be available on Amazon Prime.
I don't know what they may say, but God is not the enemy.
Is he taking breaks in between his, his cadence so that the audience can reply to him, or so that the soldiers that we never see reply to him? I'm hoping it's the soldiers, because if he's waiting on us, it's not going to happen. This isn't a Dora the Explorer episode. I'm not going to respond.
That was awesome. Let's see if we can say it a little louder this time. I don't know what they may say.
Did they literally just reinsert the previous clip to pad out the time?
That was awesome. Let's see if we can say it a little louder this time.
Yep, sure enough, they needed to pad out the runtime, so they are now repeating clips. I cannot believe we're 40 minutes into the 60-minute disaster.
I'm getting hungry, Eve.
Me too. I could use a snack.
Did somebody say they wanted a snack?
So the devil, who has deceived so many people, has the voice of a child. This is the most legit thing in this entire movie. I'm on board with this decision.
Are you sure that's what he said? That sounds mean to me. Look at that luscious fruit.
Yeah, I think I'm sure.
Is Eve making fun of the devil's lisp? The devil has a lisp? I'm actually okay with everything that's happening right now. I mean, the animation's still terrible, and the voice work is absolutely atrocious, but the decision-making of what they're doing, I'm on board with that. That's pretty ballsy there, Eve. I got your back.
Corporal Kenny's cadence count. That's right, cadets. It's time for our cadence count.
Again? But we just did this.
There's one thing that we must do. It's give our best the whole day through.
Please do not repeat after him. It will only encourage him to do this again.
Monkey man, monkey man, monkey man, monkey man.
Well now, this looks promising.
Monkey man stands for true. Monkey man, and Beaverbot too.
Ugh, how much time is left? 9 minutes. Fine, let's get this over with.
Be prepared for my octopult.
Your what?
Octopult.
You've got to be kidding me.
My thoughts exactly.
It's go time.
That's about the amount of action you see in a Bibleman Animated Adventures episode. So, hey, you guys can be selling this on DVD.
Not so fast. I still have a trick up my sleeve.
What is Stuart the Shark doing here? I know Monkey Man is voiced by Jay from Jay and Bonehead, but this is a whole new level of laziness. Plus, I'm guessing this professor guy represents science and evolution because he's a bad guy in a terrible Christian quote-unquote movie. So the evil scientist escapes and leaves an evil message on the wall that totally looks handwritten and not at all done by a computer. Through an epic battle that barely eclipses what we see in big budget blockbusters that you go to the theater and watch, Monkey Man somehow defeats the professor and saves the day.
Yes! Wow, if I knew that's what it would take, I would have wet my pants a long time ago.
That's it. That's the end. There's not even credits. So we're never going to know who Mr. Gorilla is unless Mr. Gorilla wants him or herself to be known. I know this review is shorter than usual, but you have to forgive me. I just reviewed Cartoons for Christ. Did you really want a 30-minute review of that? I think one thing we can all agree on is that we should all pray and thank God that we don't have to watch that again. In fact, we should all contact Amazon and be like, are you serious right now? Are you kidding me, Amazon? This movie is a certified burn it. Never watch it. Don't look it up. Don't even think about looking up on Amazon Prime. Do not give them the 15 cents for the entire hour if you watch it for that long. Don't even think about it. In fact, let's just end here. Remember, God made you special and he loves you very much. Bye.